Damo-damo na ang nangyayari na masigkaton ang panahon. Kaya ako malma na magsabay sa ato breathing exercise. Ipreparar na ang ato mga sadiri, maghanap ni matuninong na lugar, mag-ingkod din mayad, nan magpundosin madali, para mangnuhon ang paghangos. Sabayan nindo ako nan ansudang, sa pag-inhale nan pag-exhale. Rumdumon, inhale sa irong, nan exhale sa hiwa. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Kumusta ang sa indong namamatayan? Sana nagbayad ang pamati nindo. Pirmi rumdumon na atamanon ng padabaon ang sadiri.
Isang masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9 ng umaga hanggang 7 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
This is Tutor Rainier, and this is Science 10 in 1 minute for Quarter 3, Week 2. Menstruation is a...
Browsing and learning to use the internet is, yes, one of the easiest and funnest things to do today. A click here, another click there, and we can be anywhere. You can meet people from around the world. Hi! Read amazing stories and histories of the past. Ooh. And even have a glance of what may be seen in the future. But remember, using the internet without proper guidance and enough knowledge can also be one of the scariest we can ever imagine. Ooh. Imagine going on an online trip, seeing the beauty of the place, when suddenly, potential scams pop up and block your way. Scams? These are dishonest tricks used to deceive people. And we don't want that to happen to any of us. So, be your own hero online. Be internet alert. If it's too good to be true, then it's most likely fake. Fair exchanges shouldn't ask for your personal information. Always think twice or ask for the assistance of your parents and guardians before accessing a new site. Be on guard for possible phishing that will ask you to log in and give your important personal details. Whew! That was close. Good thing I am internet alert. Remember, any effort to steal your information may be a form of scam. So always trust your intuition and distinguish what's real and what's fake online. This has been your online hero, Ma'am Jennifer, reminding you to beware by being aware, keep your learning safe, and don't fall for fake.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello, good afternoon, people. Hello, hi. Kamusta? I hope you're doing okay in this rainy afternoon and Tuesday. And of course, since it is Tuesday, it is our weekly habit to join and attend our Talk Tuesday with Sir DJ, the coolest speech class in the whole universe. Yeah, okay. And of course, thank you very much, Tutor Madge and Mami Joy, for that amazing intro. And syempre kay Ma'am Jennifer, for teaching us to be internet aware. Yeah, internet alert. Yun, that's very cool. And of course, I'd like to give out my thanks to the people behind the scenes. Ayan, we have Coach Urza, Tutor Roma, and Tutor Tony. Ayan, ang ating mga Lodi Cakes. Salamat po for being with me and being behind everything. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, ayun, na-share na yung screen ko kanina. Okay, allow me to share my screen. Let's do this. Okay, once again, welcome everyone to our ETUlay online tutorial speech class, Tutor Talk Tuesday with Sir DJ. And today, we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic in public speaking, which is body language. Ayan, the body. So I'm sure you guys are excited to learn so many things in today's session. So stay with me until the end, all right? So big shout out to Ma'am Urza. Thank you for sharing this. A blessed afternoon. Thank you po, Ma'am. Thank you for being very supportive in our comment section. Thank you so much po. All right, so again, it's Talk Tuesday again with Sir DJ and our favorite pahingahan every Tuesday. Learning about public speaking, speaking in front of your friends, the crowd, your classmates, your coworkers, and everything. So thank you very much. Of course, ayan ang aking Lodi Cakes talaga, number one Lodi. Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal, husay ng aming Lodi Cakes. Yan! Thank you, Tutor Madge, for being with me. Ayan, tuloy-tuloy lang po tayo, sama-sama lang. Alright, kulitan lang tayo ngayong hapon. Don't worry, tayo lang to, very chill. Ngayon ay bed weather, cuddle weather, sabi nga ng iba, kasi lamig, ano? Pero we're gonna make it really warm with all the things that we're gonna learn today. Yep, we love English. Yeah, thank you, Tutor Madge. Mary Shane Mariana, good afternoon. Let's go, Ma'am Urza. Thank you so much po for the support. And sabi ko, ayun, wish ko. I hope I can talk to someone ngayong Talk Tuesday session. Ang dami nila. Thank you very much for being with me, guys. You're so cool. Ayan, now, I want you to remember this right off the bat before we begin. Ito na, diretsahan na, okay? Sometimes people say, I'm okay. But that actually means something else. Now, let's think about that very deeply. Che Mendoza. Hi, Ma'am Che. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon po. Hello. Ayan. But remember, guys, that the most important thing in communication is hearing what isn't said. Ayan. Very, very deep. Yo, what's up, buddy? Tutor Ariel. Ayan. Yeah, what's up, sir? Ayan, si Tutor Ariel. Naku, miss na miss ko na tong load ko na to. Kamusta na, sir? All right, so what I'm actually saying here is sometimes people say, I'm okay, that's okay, it's okay, no problem. But being sensitive people, sensitive friends, we have to know when or where they need help. Ayan. Minsan sinasabi ng mga friends natin, okay lang ako, kaya ko pa. But actually, mahirap na. Okay? Now, for us to be a good communicator, we have to listen to words that cannot be heard. Very deep. Yan, natandaan natin, ano? Okay. We have what we call non-verbal communication. And it happens. And it not, hindi lang basta nangyayari, no, it is a vital part of our communication, non-verbal communication. Yeah. Halimbawa ngayon, no? Sometimes you see someone very enthusiastic, talking, blah, blah, very energetic. But then little did we know na may iba pala siyang meaning doon sa kanyang ginagawa. Ayan. Samantha, ayan ang aking suki. Good afternoon, watching from Lano High School, SDO Caloocan. Hi, Samantha, kamusta? And Ma'am Urza, you know, the tagging force. working. Ayan, thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, now, did you know that the human brain can read a facial expression within 200 milliseconds? Yan. Instinct, without even thinking about it. When we see a person's face, whatever they are doing, a facial expression, we can definitely say, "Hi, this guy is sad. This guy is happy." All right. Now, what are we gonna do this afternoon before we begin? Let's play as fast as you can. So what's gonna happen with as fast as you can is I'm gonna be showing you clips of people, and then you're gonna tell me what does their facial expression tell you. Yan. Anong sinasabi ng facial expression nila? Anong sinasabi ng kanilang non-verbal communication? Ayan. Good afternoon, Sir DJ Santiago. Hi, Mami Joy. Kamusta po? Hello. Salamat po sa very amazing intro kanina. Yeah. Okay, let's begin with number 1. Ayan. Ano kaya ang expression ng ating first clip? What could this girl, this lady, this woman feel right now? Just doing this. What could that mean? Okay, again, you will not hear any voice. You will not see any words coming out of their mouth or hear them in any way whatsoever. But I want you to try to take a guess. What could the person be feeling right now? Ayan, ang dami nating viewers ngayon. Ashley Talion, good afternoon po. MC Kausaren, hello, Tutor DJ. Hello po, ma'am, Tutor. Hello po, kamusta po kayo dyan? I hope you're all doing okay. Thank you for being with me sa ating comment section. At least, hindi barren field ang aking, ang aking live session this afternoon. Ayun nga. So, if you guys are here and listening and active, type down in the comments, what could this woman be feeling right now? Non-verbal communication based on how she looks, the things she does. Ano kayang nararamdaman nitong babae sa ating picture? Type it down. Don't be shy. Come on. Again, in speech class, in Talk Tuesday, there's always room for errors. Okay lang yan. Okay lang magkamali. Very, very chill lang tayo dito. All right? Ma'am Urza said, maybe she's tense or nervous. Good point there, ma'am. So Ariel De Los Santos says, confused. Ma'am Roma says, nervous. Yan. Galing. Ha ha ha, sabi ni Ma'am Roma. Okay, let's see. Parang yung pagmamahal niya. Ooh, there you go. Humuhugot na siya. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. But actually, she's feeling nervous or scared right now. Yeah. Nakakita yung crush. Masakit ang ngipin. Wow. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, tutors. Nakatalaga nga naman, no? Baka nga naman masakit ang ngipin. Yeah, ganyan. But she's actually feeling nervous or scared. I'm sure you guys have found that out. Okay? Cool. Yeah, scared, sabi ni Ma'am MC. Yeah, thank you so much po. Okay, what about this one? What could this guy be feeling? Huh? No. And then he touched his, temples, and then like that. Excuse me. So what could this guy be feeling right now? MC says uneasy. Yeah, pwede. Uneasy. Anyone else, guys? Come on, type it down. Ano kaya ang ibig sabihin ng and then What could that mean? No idea. Perfect. I like that answer. Let's see. Ano nga kayang ibig sabihin nitong picture natin na yan? Confused or lost. Yan. So, feeling ko ito yung sagot ni Tutor Ariel na una lang. So, if somebody does the like, try to think, and then I give up. I'm lost. I don't know what's happening here right now. Good answer. Thank you, guys. Let's try the next one. What about this? Disappointed, sabi ni Sir Ariel. Pwede, right? No, when someone does that, very disappointed. Again, very good observation there, Sir Ariel. Ayan, ito kaya. Ano kaya ibig sabihin nito? Like, he's like staring at the ceiling blankly. And then right after that, he moved his body, squinted his eyes, and then stared back again. Ma'am Lynn Escoto, good afternoon po. Hi, Ma'am Lynn. Kamusta? Ayan, ako nakulit kayo ni Ma'am Urza ngayong hapon. Thank you po. Thank you. So, ayan, what could this guy be thinking right now? Or what could he be feeling right now? Let's see. Let's reveal. Ayan. Sa itsura niya, he looks bored or uninterested. Yan. Ito guys, no? If you experience this where you're delivering your speech, tapos may nakaganyan, nako, you have to do something because the audience is getting bored. So Ariel de los Santos, easy and relax. Yan, very good. So tama, no? Okay, what about this one? Ito, ano kaya? What could that mean? Sabi ni Ma'am NC, ganyan ako pag naubos na ang sweldo. Tired. Maybe, right? Pagka naubos na ang sweldo natin, tulala na tayo. What am I going to do with my life now? All right. So what about this one? This guy was like, held his hands up and then shook his head, blowing raspberries. What could this guy be feeling right now? Like that. Yeah. What could this mean? Maybe he's feeling something else right now. If someone does that in front of you, what could that mean? All right, let's see. This guy is feeling tired or feeling lazy about things, If someone does this, I don't want to do this anymore. Too tired for this. See? So magical, right? The person is not actually saying anything, but then we are receiving the message he's trying to convey. Ma'am MC said, whatever. Ma'am Urza said, exhausted. Ayan. Good one. Ayan, galing. Good observations. Talaga nga naman, sharp minds. Ma'am MC says, tired. Ayan, exactly. Tired. Very good. What about this one? Pak, Ariana Grande. What could this mean? Ayan. What could this possibly mean if someone is doing it like this, Chin up, chest out, hips swinging around, holding a book or whatnot. What could this possibly mean in terms of body language? Ano kaya ibig sabihin niya ni Ariana Grande when she does this? Urza, tabi kayo, dadaan ng Reyna. Pak! Good point, Ma'am Urza. All right, no? So if ever we're going to go back to face-to-face learning and then your teacher is going to be walking like this, back off, guys. Teacher is here already. Yeah. Ma'am Joy, ito kanina to siguro niya, I give up. Yan, very good. Ma'am MC said, confident. Very good. Pag nakita si ex, ganyan daw maglakad. Grabe. Revenge is sweet. All right. Good point, teachers. The body language being portrayed in this clip is actually confidence. Yan, very good. Sir Ariel said, proud and confident. Ayun, very good. Nice. Galing na mga tutors natin. Thank you for the love and support, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Ma'am Che Mendoza said, proud. Yan, exactly. Proud tayo pag ganyan tayo maglakad. Ano? Okay, now, here's the fact of the day that I want you to realize, Your audience can read your body language like a conversation. And that's the thing. Okay, most of us are thinking, they're just going to be listening to my voice. They're just going to be listening to or looking at the slides, so listening to my voice, to whatever I say to them. But actually, the audience is actually looking at you when you deliver a speech. They can feel if you're nervous. They can feel if you're not interested about what you're doing. The audience can see if you're tired, if you're not ready for the presentation, and vice versa. You can read theirs too. You guys are actually having a communication without you guys actually talking. I'm a kabogera, sabi ni Ma'am Joy. All right, good point rin, ano? Ayan. So remember, whenever you stand in front of a crowd, it's not just the message they're listening to. It's not just the voice, the quality of your voice they're listening and attending to. It is also your physical appearance and your body language. Yeah. Remember, effective communication is only 20% of what you know and 80% of how you feel about what you know. Yan, very powerful statement, right? Kasi sometimes there are people na sinasabi nila tong bagay na to, but then it becomes very unbelievable. It sounds so unreliable. Bakit? Kasi they don't feel confident about what they're saying, right? Imagine. So DJ is an English teacher, and I'm gonna be really honest, I'm not that good in math. So if I'm gonna be teaching math, no matter how good I deliver it, my students are gonna feel that I don't know what I'm talking about because 80% of what I feel is being shown in the way I deliver a lesson in mathematics. It's gonna be obvious that I don't know what I'm talking about. But if it's in English, bam, very effective yon. Okay. Huh? Sir Anton, Sir Tony Maipa, great Tuesday afternoon, mga ka-ETUlay. Yan, mukhang nag-reunion yung ETUlay sa class ko. Dito ba yung meeting, guys? Thank you. Sir Ariel, actions speak louder than words. I totally agree. Mark Anthony Hamisa, I feel you, sir. Tutor Match, thank you. We feel you. Yan, talaga naman totoo yun. It's according to Jim Ron, guys. Legit to legit. Okay? Now, here are the red flags. I'm going to be giving you guys the red flags or what not to do in your speech. Since most of my audience today or this afternoon are teachers or are tutors, here are the things or the tips that I'm going to give you are the things that you are to avoid whenever you do your lesson or you deliver a speech. Mamlet gave me a diamond. I hope it's a real diamond though. And heart. Thank you, Mamlet. Okay. So number one, red flag number one, not wanting to have eye contact. Being the person in charge when you deliver a speech, you always have to establish eye contact. If the audience can feel that you don't want to look at them, they're not gonna be interested with you either. Okay. Number one, we have the floor man. The floor man is a kind of speaker who looks at the floor instead of the audience. Yeah, tinitignan yung floor, looks so unconfident about what he's doing. Okay. Next one is the reader. And the reader. The reader can be two things. Pwedeng he's reading from cue cards, or number two, he's reading the slides. Okay. Don't be like that. Okay. Always connect to the audience or to the students by having eye contact to them. And of course, I have the number three, what I call the famous one, the famous one, the guy who never looks at everyone, maybe looks at the ceiling, just delivering something as if he's talking to the air. Okay, do not be like that, my dear students and teachers. Okay, red flag number two, repetitive hand gestures. Never, ever. Of course, you can do hand gestures, but never repeat them to the point that it becomes very distracting. Okay? So the first move that is very repetitive and very obvious, again, tip ko lang sa inyo, red flag number two, the open book move. Okay, paano ba yung open book move? Most public speakers are always doing this. I hope you can see my hands. Always doing this, yeah. The open book move. Okay? It's very obvious if we do it very repetitively. So dapat controlled lang yung paggamit. Pwede naman siya gamitin once or twice, but if it is very repetitive na talagang napapansin niya, binibilang na ng students mo, ilang beses na binuksan ni mami yung book. Ilang beses na binuksan ni sir yung book. Okay? Mark Platon, your speeches reflects your personality, the statements that you use to convey messages to the listeners. I love that. Ma'am Let, absolutely, sir. Yan, I agree. You know, agree kayo lahat. Thank you very much. Okay? Second repetitive hand gesture that becomes very obvious is the prayer move. Paano yung prayer move? When the speaker does this, most of the time, or like this, or like that, like this, paulit-ulit. Ano to, Shaolin fight? Like that. Okay, you can do that, but not too much. Okay, it's going to be very distracting. Okay, and of course, dito sa clip natin, as you can see on screen, we call this the semi-reverse clap. When someone does that, to prove a point, back, back, back. They think if they do this, they're giving emphasis and more strength to whatever they are saying. No, you're distracting your audience. You can do that once or twice, but not all throughout your presentation. Okay, never use repetitive hand gestures. Very, very distracting. Okay, Mark Platten, hand gestures will help to emphasize important points. Yeah, but not too much, Mark. Lovely and Doria. Hello po, watching from Laguna at Mohon Elementary School at Darwin, Doria. Hello po, shout out to you. All right, so yan. Red flag number 3, poor stance. Yon. Being a public speaker, you should show confidence. Okay, you should show authority and control. Okay, but if you have poor stance, the audience is gonna feel that you're very uninterested, you're not prepared, you look lazy. Don't be like that. Okay. Number 1 sign of having a poor stance is the caved in chest. As you can see in our clip right there, or in our photo, the guy's doing this. Caved in, kumbaga, this is our upper body. Tapos yung chest niya nakaganyan. Caved in. There's a curl. All right. So don't do that. Don't have a poor stance. Number 2 is unnecessary dance moves. Have you ever had that feeling when you're delivering something and you notice that your steps are going like this? Yeah, yeah, huh? Step close. Don't do that. Okay, that's another red flag. Never ever do dancing on stage if you're delivering a speech. Okay. Next is, of course, heavy shoulders. Okay, there are some speakers who do this, heavy shoulders. I don't know why they do that. Probably something about their posture talaga. So we have to work on our posture as well if we want to have a very, very effective delivery of our piece. Okay? So that's red flag number 3. Now red flag number 4. Ayan. Do not create an imaginary shield. Okay? Historically speaking, if a person is nervous, he's gonna do this to protect the organs. Yun, instinct natin yun, human instinct yun. The same thing happens if we deliver a speech on stage and we are very nervous about it. We're gonna notice that we're actually covering our genitals, our organs here, yung heart, yung lungs, and everything. So that's an imaginary shield. Unconsciously, people are doing that, but it's very distracting. Okay, and what it will do is it will hinder the connection between you and the audience. Kasi pag nakaganyan ka, the first one, arms crossed. Pag nakaganyan ka, I don't know how to say this in Filipino, pero pag naka-arms crossed ka, you're gonna make a barrier between you and the audience, therefore blocking the connection. All right, don't do that. Next is the wishy-washy. Okay, tawag ko lang to guys, but it is not actually an academic term for those. Okay, so wishy-washy, if you notice, some people when they are nervous they do this, like they're wishing and they're washing their hands. That's why I call it wishy-washy. Yan, mga ganyan, ah. Okay, again, it's a form of relaxing yourself. Tama yun. But if you're nervous, you do this, but not during your delivery. Okay, wag na wag mong gagawin sa delivery. Halatang kabado. And number 3, we have the fig leaf pose. Ayan, it's a picture na nakikita nyo on screen. That is what we call the fig leaf pose, covering the genitals, covering the sensitive parts, because they are conscious about it and they are nervous. They're blocking whatever it is, the danger they are feeling while delivering a speech. Red flag number 5, not maximizing the space. Always maximize your space. Okay? Number 1, some people hide behind the Great Wall. Yeah. Ano yung Great Wall na tinutukoy ni Sir DJ ngayon? The Great Wall is the podium. Okay, maraming tao ang nagtatago sa podium. Kahit may podium, stay lang siya doon. Okay, you can do that if it is a formal gathering na talagang sinabi sa'yo ni floor director, dyan ka lang sa podium. You can do that. But if not, you should learn how to maximize the stage. Kasi lawak yung stage and you're talking to many people. Okay? Number 2, not maximizing the space, the biased. Okay? Halimbawa, dito sa left side and sa right side. Sa right side, may kakilala siya. Ang ginawa ng speaker, dito lang nagsalita sa left side kasi nahihiya siya dun sa kakilala niya. Mortal sin. Okay? Do not be biased in terms of delivering your speech to the crowd. Kailangan you walk around or you walk across the stage and you make sure you establish eye contact, you make connection. Okay, and number 3, pinakapangit sa lahat, is to be a statue on stage. When I say being a statue on stage, sige, sabi ni Sir DJ, do not hide behind the Great Wall. Wag ka sa podium. So lumapit ka. Kaso nung lumapit ka, hindi ka na ulit gumalaw. Statue ka dyan. You're just standing there, delivering, speaking, clicking the pointer para dun sa slides, palipat-lipat. No. Don't be like that. Okay, very, very distracting. Chacha, hello po watching Here, SDO Liliu Laguna at MES Dave Christopher. Hello, Chacha. Mark Navida watching from Tandaay High School. Hello, Mark. Sam, we sometimes move to make your stance better and maybe improve your gestures too. Exactly. If you're not moving, lalo kang kakabahan eh. Kasi, you don't move around. You're not relaxed. Okay, Samantha said, so audience won't be bored too. Exactly. Right? If the audience sees you like a statue on stage, they're gonna be like, this is so boring. It's not even moving. Tsaka ito guys, if the audience is just looking at a certain point on stage, steady lang, ano lang, di gumagalaw. Ano, nakakaantok yun. Kasi pati yung eye muscles nila hindi gumagalaw. But if you walk around, your neck muscles, eye muscles, mawawala yung antok ng audience mo. Okay? Now, always remember this. We are always transmitting information, whether we are speaking or not. Okay? The moment you step up on stage, umakit ka pa lang sa hagdan ng stage. Nakita nila kung paano ka maglakad, kung ano yung tsura ng suot mo, how you look at the audience, dun pa lang. You're already transmitting information. You are already sending them a message. Hey, I'm confident. Okay, I can do this. I've prepared for this. I've rehearsed many times. Doon pa lang nakikita nila. But if you climb up on stage na kabado ka, bagsak yung balikat mo, wala na. They're not gonna listen to you anymore. Trust me on that one. Okay? Mark Platon, using the stage as your space on delivering your speech can build excellent rapport. Exactly. Just what I was saying, Mark. If you maximize the stage, going back to what I was saying a while ago, if you walk around, build connections, you're actually building rapport, getting closer to your audience, having a better relationship with them. Gaya ng mga previous sessions natin, like last time, having good audience relationship. If you walk around the stage, make sure you reach everyone. You're building better connections. Yep. Lizelle Hon Lazaga. Hello po, watching from Hon Elementary School. Shania Ryan Lazaga. Okay, hello po. Thank you for being with us. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's continue. Remember, your language, whether it would be verbal or non-verbal, shapes who you are. Okay, this is a statement applicable not just on stage, but even in real life. No matter how you use your language, whether it be verbal or non-verbal, how you treat people, how you behave in front of everyone, it builds your character. It shapes who you are. You can always say, yeah, I'm a good person, I'm a nice person, I'm humble. You can always say that. But the non-verbal language, the things that are reflecting in your actions, is actually the one building your character. Keep that in mind, guys. Okay? Now, of course, words are never enough. I cannot just say to you that these are the red flags, don't do this, don't do that. I can never just say that. Okay? I have to tell you something. Here are Sir DJ's tips on how you can come up with better body language. Young. All right. Number 1, stand steadfast, appear steadfast. Okay? Yung stance mo pa lang, it will show the audience how confident you are, how prepared you are with what you're about to do. Mark Platon, we are always transmitting information to convey our insights. Exactly, my man. Tama yan. Okay? Tip number 1, feet apart, shoulder width. Okay? Some speakers are doing this, probably because they have pencil cut skirts. So, okay lang yan. But it would be better if it would be a little bit apart, aligned with our soldier, parallel with our shoulder rather. Okay? Tip number 2, move but do not loiter. Sabi ko kanina, move across the stage, pero wag naman umabot sa point na bumaba ka sa audience area, naglibot-libot ka doon, nag-CR ka saglit habang don't do that. Okay? You can move around but never loiter. Okay? Magiging gano'n naman yung mga audience mo, they're gonna be turning their necks too much. Okay? And it's gonna be so exhausting. All right? Next is understand whatever it is you are saying. Because if you understand what you're saying, you can be confident with what you're saying. You can be confident with what you deliver. Tapos, using that, you can come up with gestures that are fit. Facial expressions that fit your message. Hand gestures that would be very much supportive of whatever it is you're saying. Right? Open arms means you're open to your audience. I'm all out. I'm all yours, guys. But if you do this, you do that, blocking everything, it will, ruin the connection. Okay, this is a good stance, just like what I'm showing you right now. This is a good posture. Okay, as you can see, his feet are, shoulder width apart, but he's not steady. He's actually moving around. He's like leaning his weight to the other side and then on the other side. Hindi lang siya stationary palagi. Okay? Tip number 2, move from left to right. Now you might be thinking, DJ, bakit left to right? Okay? Um, that is a tip I give to public speakers because it is the way people read, from left to right. It's like chronological order. If you're saying something from history and you are on the left side of the stage stating about the past, you know 10, 15,000 years ago, whatever, and then you go in the middle talking about the present, and you go to the right talking about the future, then there's going to be chronological flow of thought, better retention for the audience. Okay, yeah, just like what I said, it works well with chronology. It mimics the reading pattern. Yeah, from left to right we are reading. Okay, and of course it will help the audience follow your flow. Okay, they're not going to be like this. Where is he going? Okay, but if we move from left to right, that is a good flow of thought. Okay, and you also have to learn that their left is your right and their right is your left. You have to learn stage direction as well. Hindi lang pwedeng kabisado mo yung speech mo but you don't know how the stage works. Okay, so these are the things that we should learn. Okay, next, tip number 3, breathe. Come on. Okay, it's basic. Never ever forget to breathe. That's why you have pauses, periods, commas, slashes, and everything in your speech so that you can catch your breath, especially if you're moving around. Okay, it's very difficult to speak while you're moving around. Talaga nakakahingal yun. So learn to practice your breathing most of the time. Of course, breathing is a movement. Okay, for example, if I'm delivering a speech and I do this, I give out a sigh like, it's like I'm giving you a message of relief without me saying that I'm relieved about something. Okay? When you breathe from the diaphragm. Remember a lesson in voice projection? Diaphragm works miracles. You know how your natural tone, natural volume, if you learn to speak from the diaphragm. Okay? Another tip. If you breathe, it helps you give you a fuller, more powerful, and resonant sounding voice compared to just breathing from or speaking from the throat, forcing it. It's going to ruin your voice. If you breathe from the diaphragm and you know how to practice your breathing, if you have a resonant sounding voice, it becomes very powerful and authoritative. Okay, so masarap siya pakinggan and very pleasant to listen to. Okay, so this is a tip for speech breathing. If you don't breathe, you're dead, just like in real life. Same goes with public speaking. If you don't practice your breathing, if you don't breathe while you speak, of course you'll pass out. Okay, so for practice, large breath, fast inhale, long exhale to the mouth, and we can also do small breaths, just like the intro of this session right now. We are taught how to do inhale and exhale exercises. Good, sakto yung kaninang intro. Okay? Tip number 4, sabi ko kanina, we do hand gestures but not too much. So we have to gesture sparingly. Okay? Only do gestures if you have to. Okay? Remember, no gesture is still a gesture. Okay? It's okay to be neutral. When you're delivering a speech, pwede naman nakatayo ka lang, yung confidence lang, chest out, chin up, it works. Okay? And of course, remember, cultures are different. Gestures are different across many cultures. Okay? Sometimes if we do this, it could mean something else. Okay? If I do this, it means eating in the Philippines. If I do this in another country, it means kissing. So may pagkakaiba. Culture-related gestures. So we have to learn how to do that. And sometimes some people point with their index finger. Some people point with their thumb. Some people point with all of their fingers. So we have to learn how differently these things work. Okay? And lastly, gestures can influence thought. Okay? So if I do this, bam, there was an accident. Again, the gesture gave an impact to what I was saying. Okay? It gave a certain level of intensity that makes the audience more interested about what you were saying. Okay? I hope you get that. Okay. And of course, gestures can be observed. And ito, halimbawa, sa court, kapag nakikita yung gestures mo, dun binabasa ka na pala. Okay? And minsan, ang mga lawyers, they use it as a strategy to really squeeze out the truth. If they give out more authoritative gestures that are somehow mind-bending to the witnesses, they can squeeze out what is actually the truth. Okay? Now, tip number 5, of course, facial expressions. Okay? Our intentions can be read with our facial expressions. Okay? Tsaka it makes us more natural. It develops trust to the audience because they feel that you're also a human being. You are alive. You have facial gestures. And the thing is, kung ang hand gestures ay merong intercultural differences, ang facial expressions the same. If you smile, you're happy. If you're sad, if you frown, you're sad. Okay, and everyone understands it. And through facial expressions, we can also learn how to develop and connect to the audience using eye contact. You know, when we raise our eyebrows, when we open our eyes a little bit, when we squint it a little bit, it could actually send messages to our audience. Okay, now here's my pro tip to you. Okay, I have already given you 5 tips, and here's a pro tip, kumbaga premium tip for you guys. Always remember that when you're delivering a speech, you have to enjoy it and show it. Okay, just like what I always say, if you're enjoying what you're doing, the audience will do as well. Okay, pagka ikaw hindi ka masaya sa ginagawa mo, the audience can feel it, and they will feel the same way. And then napipilitan lang to kasi sabi sa kanya mag-talk siya or whatever. Okay, but if you show them that you actually enjoy what you're doing, and you show it on your facial expressions, hand gestures, and everything, the audience can feel the same thing, and you're gonna have a connection, and you will encourage them to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing on stage. Okay, just like what Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage, and we are all merely players. So we are all trained on stage because the world is a stage, and we know how to portray a character. We know facial expressions. We know how to show emotions. And remember, even the smallest gestures can change the world. The same thing with how small gestures can change the quality of your speech. The same goes with how the world can be changed with our gestures. You know, be helpful. Always say the truth. Always be happy. Always give a smile to everyone. Give greetings every morning. And it will change a person's mood, and it can help them be more energetic about what's to come ahead. Okay? And as we end today's session, ayan, I don't want to take too much of your time. According to Benjamin Franklin, remember this: well done is better than well said. Okay? So with that, I conclude my case. I rest my case. Thank you very much once again, tutors, for being with me this afternoon, for all the support and everything, for being active in the chat. Clouds in the chats, brothers. And of course, thank you to the students who've attended our speech class. And Talk Tuesday with Sir DJ is a weekly habit to them. And shout out kay Samantha for always being with me. So thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. And I hope you learned and enjoyed our Talk Tuesday session for this Tuesday. And remember, as I always say, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Keep safe and see you again next time. Bye, guys. Bye. Take care. Rainy afternoon today. Bye.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!